Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to unlock a pretty amazing secret that's actually hiding right in plain sight. We're going to see how the everyday objects all around you, the stuff you use all the time, are actually incredibly powerful scientific tools. I promise you, once you start seeing the world through the lens of simple machines, you're never going to look at your house or your playground the exact same way again. So let's think about your day for just a second. Have you opened a door to leave your bedroom this morning? Or maybe hopped on a bike to ride down the street, climbed up a slide at the playground, or even just used a pair of scissors for an art project? I'm willing to bet you've done at least one of those things recently, right? Well, here is the amazing secret. If you've done any of those completely normal everyday activities, you are actually using science. It's true. You are using something called simple machines. And honestly, you probably use them almost every single day without even noticing. But to really get how these hidden tools work, we first need to understand one absolutely crucial word. Okay, let's dive right into this. When you hear the word work, you probably instantly think of doing homework or, the job adults go to all day. But in science, work means something very specific. It literally just means using force to push, pull, lift, or move something. Anytime you use your own energy to move an object from point A to point B, you are doing work. So now that we know what work is, what exactly is a simple machine? It's a basic, powerful tool that helps people do that work much more easily and with way less effort. And notice what's missing here. There are zero engines, no batteries, and absolutely no computers. We aren't talking about high-tech robots. They are fundamental, basic tools that make moving, lifting, or cutting heavy things an absolute breeze. Let's look at our very first simple machine. I want you to picture yourself at a playground, and you're sitting on a seesaw. Have you ever wondered how exactly that piece of playground equipment helps lift you or your friend all the way up into the air just by pushing off the ground? The answer? It's the lever. A lever is essentially a bar that moves around a fixed point, and that point actually has a fancy scientific name. It's called a fulcrum. When one side of the lever goes down, the other side goes up. It's that simple motion that makes lifting heavy things feel effortless. So when you're playing on a seesaw, you're actually sitting on a giant lever. Other everyday examples include crowbars, bottle openers, and even scissors. Okay, moving on, let's think about a totally different group of objects. Imagine a spinning bicycle, a car driving down the street, a little wagon being pulled through a park, and the doorknob on your bedroom door. Sounds like a totally random list, right? But what do all of these things have in common? They all absolutely rely on our second simple machine, the wheel and axle. This machine is made of a round wheel attached to a rod right in the center, which is the axle. And here's the magic. When the wheel turns, the axle turns too. Without wheels turning on their axles, just imagine how incredibly hard it would be to move heavy objects over long distances. You'd literally be dragging them across the dirt. This simple pairing makes movement incredibly easy, whether you're steering a bike or just turning a knob to open a door. Now picture this. You have a giant, super heavy box of toys, and you need to get it up into the back of a moving truck. Why on earth would you want to push that box up a ramp rather than just bending down, grabbing it, and lifting it straight up into the air? And this brilliantly illustrates our third simple machine, the inclined plane. Lifting a heavy box straight up is hard work, mostly because it requires a massive amount of force all at once. But an inclined plane, which is really just commonly known as a ramp, turns that hard work into easy work. It lets you move things up or down smoothly. This is the exact same science used in playground slides, wheelchair ramps, and those winding mountain roads. Okay, here's a new, practical problem for us to solve. We've got a heavy flag sitting on the ground, and we need to raise it all the way up to the very top of a really tall flagpole. I mean, we can't fly up there, and we certainly don't have a ramp tall enough. So how do we actually do it? We use a pulley. The pulley is our fourth simple machine, and it basically just combines a wheel with a rope. The magic of the pulley is that it actually changes the direction of your force. So when you pull down on one side of the rope, the heavy object on the other end moves up. Pulleys are the amazing secret behind flagpoles, massive construction cranes, elevators, and even those window blinds in your living room. Okay, get ready for a really fun one. We've been talking about tools and playground equipment, but what if I told you to go look in the mirror? Wait, are your front teeth actually simple machines? No way, right? Well, what's incredibly fascinating here is that your very own body uses science too. Our fifth simple machine is the wedge. A wedge is just a simple machine with a sharp edge, and its entire job is to cut, split or separate things. A knife slicing through fruit, that's a wedge. A heavy axe splitting a log, wedge. And yes, when you take a huge crunching bite out of an apple, your front teeth act as literal wedges, slicing right through your food. All right, we have one final simple machine to discover. Try to visualize this in your head. What kind of tool is essentially just a tiny inclined plane, like a tiny ramp, wrapped tightly in a spiral around a cylinder? It's the screw. If you look really closely at the threads on a screw, you are actually just looking at an inclined plane that goes round and round. When you turn a screw, that spiral shape helps it dig deep into an object like a piece of wood, holding things together with incredible strength. Screws are kind of the tiny, mighty heroes that keep our furniture sturdy, our toys intact, and our biggest buildings securely connected. So, we've looked at the big 6 simple machines on their own: the lever, the wheel and axle, the inclined plane, the pulley, the wedge, and the screw. But what amazing things happen when these simple machines decide to stop flying solo and actually team up together? Well, when they team up, they create what we call complex machines. Think about how this builds on itself. If you take the spinning power of wheels and axles, then you add levers for the pedals and the brakes, and finally use screws to hold the whole metal frame together, the result is a bicycle. A bike isn't just one machine, it's a super team of simple machines working together in perfect harmony. Let's check out a few more of these super teams in action. We mentioned scissors earlier, right? Scissors are actually a combination of 2 levers squeezing together, which pushes 2 sharp wedges to cut through paper. Or how about a giant construction crane? That uses pulleys to lift the steel, wheels to move around the site, and levers to operate the controls. By combining these basic tools, we create complex tools that are capable of truly amazing jobs. So here is the absolute crucial takeaway. Simple machines might have the word simple right there in their name, but their impact on our world is massive. As we've seen throughout this explainer, they help people build houses, move incredibly heavy objects, and conquer huge tasks. They make hard work so much easier, they save us valuable time, and they help us solve real physical problems every single day. They are definitely smart tools for big jobs. And that brings us to the end of our explainer today, but I do want to leave you with a bit of a challenge. Look around. Right now, whether you're sitting in your house or at school, there is hidden science all around you. How many levers, wheels, wedges, or screws can you spot in the room with you right now? The next time you open a door or climb a ramp, remember, you are using science. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and never stop discovering the fascinating mechanics of how our world actually works.